is known as auricle or pinna, and this passage is known as external auditory meatus. So that will be asked as name the part. External auditory meatus. This part is the auditory tube. That is auditory tube. And here is your tympanic membrane. This part is tympanic membrane. And these are the bones called ear ossicles. The bone which is attached to the membrane is known as malleus. The next bone will be your incus. That is incus. And the third bone is connected here. This is the way it goes. So the third bone here it is broken, which is called stapes. Okay, three bones: malleus, incus, and stapes.
Malleus is a hammer, right?
Like a hammer.
Yeah.
And the internal ear, you have a spirally coiled tube called cochlea. This is bony cochlea, and this whole bump is known as vestibule. This area is called vestibule. And in this model, you don't see the canals. Canals are, those are the canals. Can I have that, please? These are the canals. The outside part is known as canals. The inside transparent part is known as ducts. So these are semicircular ducts. These ducts are filled by the fluid endolymph. So I'll ask you name the part, what fills it. Semicircular duct and endolymph fills it. And this is the semicircular canals filled by perilymph, two different fluids. So what fills this canal? Perilymph. So this is how you know. So the whole thing is known as, this middle portion is known as vestibule, and these are all called the semicircular ducts in this model. And there are two openings here, one black here and one enlarged one. The black one is called round window. That is round window or fenestra vest cochlea. Round window or fenestra cochlea. This is the oval window. This is oval window known as fenestra vestibuli. So I'll ask you, what is this opening? What attaches to that? What is attached to that? Stapes.
Can we say a round window and oval window?
This is the round window.
Yeah.
That
Can
is
we
the
say
oval
that?
window, which is closed by the stapes.
Yeah. We don't have to say like the scientific name for it, right?
Whichever you
Remember.
remember and be comfortable.
Okay. Just
Either
to
one.
check.
Fenestra vestibuli is oval. Fenestra cochlea is round window. And this is the nerve coming off from these two parts known as vestibulocochlear nerve.
Okay.
8th grade.
I have a question. The perilymph? Is
Perilymph fills the bony
cochlear?
labyrinth,
Okay.
and endolymph fills the membranous labyrinth.
Okay.
Inside the utricle, inside the vestibule part, you have two membranous sacs,
Oh, okay.
utricle and saccule. That's inside this. Questions? Okay, here, same thing what we did. These are all the semicircular canals. These are the semicircular ducts filled by endolymph. And now here you can see the stapes more. This is oval, this is round window, that is oval window. This part is your bony cochlea outside. This part is the cochlear duct, which is inside. Two different parts. Bony cochlea, and this will be duct of the cochlea, or cochlear duct is the same. Vestibulocochlear nerve. Questions? Okay, let's go to the next model. This goes here. This comes from there. Yeah. Bring this, please. Yeah, in this same thing we have done already. Here is your external auditory meatus. That is the auricle or pinna. Auditory tube here. There is a muscle here above the auditory tube, which is the tensor tympani. Tensor tympani muscle. And this is your tympanic membrane. And the bone which is attached to the membrane is malleus. and the next bone will be your incus bone. You follow?
Is that the only muscle we have to know, number 6?
Yes. Very bad. Very bad. I don't open it. See the locking system.
Sure